This is a very quick warning before we begin. If you have an Amazon Echo device at all, I would press the mute button on the top because I'll be saying the word Alexa quite a lot, which will most likely activate most of your devices. So put it on mute and let's crack on. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Stu's Reviews. So a couple of months ago, you saw me release a bunch of reviews on the new Amazon Alexa devices, or Amazon Echo devices. Well, today, we're going to take a look at this. It's a little bit late to the party, but this is the Amazon Echo Input. This hockey puck shaped device is ideal as both a device to use to bring ancient technology into the present and as a coaster for your cup of tea, although the latter isn't advisable. It's remarkably thin, standing just over 1 centimeters, and has 2 holes in the back, one for power and one for auxiliary. On the top, in the middle of its 4 microphones, it's got 2 buttons, one for activating the voice assistant and one for putting it on silent. But really, other than that, it's an extremely minimalistic device. Now, there is a very good reason it's still in its box, and that's because I don't believe this does a lot. It's designed primarily as just an input. So I really wanted to get it open and actually see how easy it is to set up on camera, because the other Echo devices weren't exactly the easiest things to set up in the entire world. So, it doesn't work. Stupid setup. Amazon, if you're watching this, you've made it extremely complex to set up this. So, let's give it a go. First of all, I need my phone. Okay, got my phone. Right, let's crack on with this then. Go over there. Oh, it's got a very similar lantern style box to the Amazon Echo Plus, which I reviewed a couple of months ago, which, by the way, I'll leave a link just there so you can check that out if you're interested. But let's crack on. So what have we got? We've got an auxiliary cable to plug it into a speaker. We've got a power cable, which is USB. Good news. I'll get onto that in a few seconds. We've got a power adapter, which is, how many ampere? 5 watt. It's a 5 watt adapter. And this. Oh, it's smaller than I expected. That's quite a cute design. It's like a hockey puck, or a coaster for your cup of tea. But that is a really nice design. It's got a rubber back. Feels very light, but also quite solid. I'm trying to push it, but it's not going anywhere, because that must be quite grippy. Well, that's nice. I like that. Okay, let's have a quick look at the instructions. Blah, blah, blah. Aha, getting started. Says it should be about 1 metre away if you're using Bluetooth and 50 centimetres if you're using auxiliary cable. Right, okay, that seems to me like it's going to be very straightforward. So, let's get it plugged in. Now, the speaker I'm going to use is this. The Xiaomi Mi Smart sound bar thing, which isn't that smart at all because it just has Bluetooth on it. So it's pretty unsmart, which is why this is here, to give it some smart functionality. Right, I think I'm going to test it via auxiliary cable first. So first of all, let's plug this in. Oh dear. Now, yes, I was going to say, this is a normal micro USB cable, which is good. And the reason that's good is because the new Amazon Echo devices, such as the Echo Dot, only allow you to use the weird Amazon adapter that comes with it. It's almost like an AC adapter, or DC adapter rather. You kind of plug it in round. But it's pretty useless because it means that you can't plug in the Amazon Echo Dot to a computer and power it that way, or your car and power it that way. I don't know, whatever you want to do with it. It means you're limited to using a wall outlet and Amazon's charger that comes with it. And I was a bit frustrated with that. This, however, looks like you can use any micro USB cable and a 5-watt power supply. So it means that you could, in theory, power it with your computer or a normal USB thing. What was that noise? Let's plug this in now and see what happens. Because it hasn't got the Amazon signature Amazon LED ring, which I've always liked. That light up ring is nice. But it does seem to have something in the middle, so let's plug it in. Is it doing anything? It's doing nothing. Aha! It must have been the plug. I had it in the wrong socket. Because it's now flashing. I don't know if you can see this in the middle. Oh dear. Power cable stopping me from showing you. But it's sort of flashing in the middle there. Okay, what does it want me to do? That's the big question. Turn this up. Ah, it's making the normal Amazon Echo noise.
Hello. To continue, download the Alexa app. Hallo. Laden Sie die Alexa-App herunter, fortzufahren.
Speaking German again.
Pour commencer, téléchargez l'application Alexa.
And French.
Ciao. Per continuare, scarica l'app Alexa. Hola. Para continuar, descarga la app Alexa.
Okay, right. Be quiet for a moment. Let me just download your app. Well, not download it, I've already got it, but how do I add you in? Let's go to devices. What I'll do is record the screen so you can see exactly what I'm doing now as well. Okay, you recording? Yes, you're recording. Okay, let's go to add device. It's an Echo device. It's an Echo input. There we are. There we are, it should be paired. So this is now paired wirelessly to this. So I could either sit it on top like that or not, because it says it's got to be 15 centimetres away. So I'm going to just put it there for now. Let's just go to... turn off, what's this? Turn off the notification, go to your Echo input settings, sounds, no I don't want to do that. Where is your Echo? Well, it's in the, where are we now? It's the cellar, let's call it the cellar. That's fun. Oh, go away, intro to Echo. Can I skip this? Oh.
Welcome to your new Amazon Echo input. Now you can bring Alexa to your own speaker. To get started, be sure to connect your speaker with the audio cable or pair through compatible Bluetooth. Some speakers will turn themselves off to extend battery life. So please plug in your speaker to an electrical socket and turn off your speaker's power save mode. After connecting Echo input to your speaker, check that your speaker volume is turned up so you can hear Alexa's responses. Start by saying the wake word, Alexa. You'll know she's ready when the blue LED on top of the device lights up. Then you can use voice control to adjust the volume, set reminders, check the weather, and call or message your Alexa contacts.
Now you see why you're supposed to put these things on.
Alexa will hear you across the room, even when the music is playing. Ask her to play a song, artist, or genre.
Alright, now you're boring me now. Okay, can we skip? Can I skip?
Here's a step.
Go away. Oh, you can't skip these. I'm going to quit that. Can I quit this? Let's go. God, I have to actually quit out of the bloody app to get out of that thing. Okay, let's stop that there. Now, let's give this a quick go. So I've got the Echo input just over here. Right, let's see how this performs. Alexa, volume 2. Alexa, volume 5. Alexa, stop. Okay, interestingly, And this is just something I've discovered now. This has its own volume control separate to this. Now I can change the volume of this up and down, so it's probably best having this on maximum and controlling the volume just from this. Interesting. Okay, Alexa, what time is it?
It's 1:36 p.m.
Nice. Nice. I mean, yeah, it's working fine. Okay. The question is though, okay, can I play music from my phone to this and have this stream to this? That's interesting. Alexa, turn on Bluetooth.
Searching. You're already connected to Me TV soundbar. To connect a different device, go to the Alexa app.
The answer's not. Obviously, it's got rubbish Bluetooth. Well, that's a bit miserable, so I am limited to streaming just music from this. Now, obviously, you've got the entire access of, Amazon Prime Music and, TuneIn Radio, that sort of stuff. I'm not going to play anything directly through this because this is not a review of this speaker. It's purely this, and this obviously hasn't got its own speakers, so a review of the sound would be absolutely useless. But overall, I'm actually quite impressed with this device. How much does this cost? The cheapest Amazon Echo device was £50, and that was the Amazon Echo Dot. Now this has been released. Because it hasn't got a speaker and because it doesn't do anything on its own, you need to have a speaker with it. It costs a bit less. It comes to about £35. That's when it's not on offer or anything like that. Although I haven't yet seen this on offer, so I don't know if it'll ever be on offer or whether you'll be able to buy it cheaper. At the moment, it's £35 and it's just been released. Is that a good price? Well, it's an okay price. The criticism that I'll have here is that although it's great and does a lot, gives a lot of smart functionality to some older speakers and not smart speakers, my criticism is that when Amazon do sales, quite often you'll be able to buy something like the Amazon Echo Dot, which has a built-in speaker and the same functionality in terms of pairing up with Bluetooth speakers, pairing up via the auxiliary cable. You can often get that for around £35 when those sales happen. Possibly even less. I'm sure I picked up an Echo Dot for about 30 quid before. So, is it worth buying this or waiting for a sale? Well, I guess that's entirely up to you. If you're absolutely desperate to get something that works straight away with a speaker, and that's all you're after, something that works with a speaker and doesn't have its own sound, then yeah, absolutely, this is definitely right. But if you're toying with the idea of having its own sound, then it might be worth waiting until the Echo Dot's on sale, or even just spending the extra 15 quid and getting the Echo Dot now. It's hard to understand exactly where this might fit in, especially when considering that you can get the Echo Dot for much cheaper when they have sales. But that doesn't stop this product from being good. It's well built, it's simplistic, it's minimalistic, and if all you want to do is bring smart functionality to some old speakers, then the Echo input is exactly what you need. So that's all from me today, guys. Just a really quick episode on the Echo input. If you liked today's video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you back for another episode of Stu's Reviews soon. Before you go, consider supporting me on my Patreon page by clicking here. It'll give you some great discounts on stuff I've reviewed and helps me to continue doing reviews. If you want to see some fun stuff, click here to see the highlights of Stu's Reviews. And, as a friendly reminder, click this button to subscribe.